It's around the lunch table.
It's your boys, J and Z.
Let's get rowdy up in here. We do.
Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da.
Welcome back, everybody. It's around the lunch table, episode 11.
11.
Double hockey sticks. We've made it this far. Not many said we could. Not many have made the journey, but few have tried. And we have overcame all.
Do you remember when HE double hockey sticks?
Like if it made it.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, the kids are around. What the? HE double hockey sticks.
So stupid.
The
Our
dumbest
hockey
thing.
sticks they have a bend on it.
Yeah.
Like a mini L.
Well, L's can, but they're not like that.
Geometry made
Yeah.
it over here.
Y equals mx plus b. You actually got that.
I did get that.
Yo, we were playing Buzzed, Aaron's favorite game.
It's a drinking game.
Yeah, and it was like anyone who knows what y equals mx plus. Oh, no,
it was the
if you know the slope of
it
a
was
circle.
the formula for finding a slope
Yeah,
or whatever.
and Z actually knew it. I was very surprised by
I
that.
do- I
Yeah.
do- I do
Oh,
know.
we have a few shout outs to give.
We have a few.
The first shout out is I know that he doesn't like to be on social media. Like if we ever had him here, he would be in the witness protection filter.
the blacked out face with like the voice
Yeah,
reverb.
yeah.
Yes, we would.
Yeah, it's like a robot. Shout out to Dupe, my uncle.
Doopy.
Doopy doo. Where are you?
Got some
Work
work for you.
now. We got some buses to drive now.
Shout out Dupe.
Yeah, he listened to like all episodes today because he's on a trip. So yeah, shout out to. We're just gonna call him Dupe, not by his real name because he likes to remain anonymous. Number two, shout out to everyone buying merch. We've sold so many hoodies that we actually upgraded in quality and quantity. I don't like how thick the strings are, but the actual quality of the hoodie is very nice. It's very like
Aerodynamic.
it's breathable as well.
Yeah, it's very. It's. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
It's like those memory foam pillows that like are cool. I feel cool in this.
Yeah,
I've been
I
wearing it for like an hour.
I agree. And
It's nice.
Shout out to everyone who's buying the merch. So it's been
Yeah, we
great.
sold a lot of hoodies. It's been great. We're almost to 1,000 downloads. We're so close.
close to 1,000.
I think this episode will put it over the top.
I think this episode will put it out of the top because the way we're starting this, it's going to be great. Because so yesterday on the couch we were sitting there, and we were just I don't even know how we got on the topic, but of course everyone knows there's a bunch of slang words on Urban Dictionary and shit for like funny words. So I looked up some hilarious other slang words for queef, and he looked up some hilarious ones for fart. And so what we decided to do for the first segment of this podcast is to share the research that we did of some of the funniest ones for those words. So James is going to lead it off, and he looked up some of the funniest other slang terms for fart.
Yeah, so fart. So off the rip, we got a butt blast. Then we have the chocolate air freshener. The harmonic distortion, the African barking spider, and my personal favorite, the let Fluffy off the leash. And these laughs are genuine because I did not tell Z any of those. He didn't tell me any of his. I didn't tell him any of his.
The thing is, I couldn't choose between this like three, so I did write down quite a few. So let's just start off real quick here. So for queef, some hilarious slang ones that I found because I'm already laughing at queef. Obviously, these are gonna be good. Okay.
Dude, wait. I just saw one more. The Hispanic Febreze. I'm sorry. It's on Urban Thesaurus. I was just scrolling down.
Listen, I'm brown. I can't be racist. We're not.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
The Jewish sunflower. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, I think Queef is already funny. If it couldn't get funnier, give a listen. First one we have is Poon Squeak. The next we have is the whistling skin flap. And then we have...
Oh, no.
I gave this one.
Say it.
The hippo giggle.
Oh, my God.
And then we have the tuna whistle. The Iowa gas pump. The Queef Latifah.
The Iowa gas pump?
I don't know. And then the Boston blow pop.
Dude, what are,
Oh.
like... We all know, like, slang words for, like, you know, poon and dick and stuff. Like, my favorite was the wizard sleeve. Because wasn't that from the movie Borat or whatever?
I don't know.
And he was talking about, he was like, yeah, when she was 14, you know, her pussy was tight. And then she was 15, and he was like a wizard sleeve. And
Is this Goodfellas? Sounds like Goodfellas.
No, I don't know. But it was, I don't know. It's just funny. Like, the, because we got dick. We got... There's not that many good ones for dick.
Yes, there is.
Explain. You're going to look it up, aren't
I'm
you?
going to look it up because now I'm curious. Now we've expanded. Now we're going down a rabbit hole. But it's okay.
Rabbit holes are meant to be going down. Rabbit holes are meant to be go downed.
Downed?
Downed.
Downed?
Baby, are you down? Come on, sing it with me.
Yogurt pump?
You!
A purple crayon?
Bro! Dude,
I'm not even looking at it anymore.
Dude, I had
I'm
a
not
boss.
even looking at it
I had a boss who was only my boss for like a couple months, and he looked at me and he was like, "Purple helmet to brown star requesting docking orders."
anymore. Is that why he got removed from office?
And so I was like,
I mean, not removed from office, like he got impeached.
Yeah.
No, I meant like he got...
we all took a vote, and you're the one who left. No, he was like purple helmet to brown star. But the thing is, dicks aren't purple.
They're not purple, but that's just still
Why is that a
funny.
slang? I feel like they're more like a light pink, or like a beige.
Yeah, usually.
Taupe. They say taupe.
What the fuck is taupe?
They say taupe is very soothing. It's the color they have on casino walls. I'm serious. I learned that from Ocean's 12. Yeah. Yeah, apparently casinos have taupe.
Dick-colored walls.
Yeah, our walls look like dicks.
Our walls are painted from the finest penises.
We must build a wall and make it look like penises.
We must build a penis wall, and it was not funded by Putin.
You notice the other thing with do you remember when we were in the airport and they were like 2 Chinook salmon apart? And
Yeah, it was because that's like the...
yeah, it was COVID. It's like, I know how far 6 feet is.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's because somehow in its founding, fishing and fish is a big part of it or whatever, so they decided...
Of SeaTac Airport?
I guess. But I'm saying...
SeaTac Airport was founded by fishermen for fishermen.
there's hatcheries and shit. I think that's why.
Everywhere has... Okay, SeaTac Airport was not built by fishermen.
When did I say that?
You're like, well, it's sponsored by them. They have hatcheries.
All the construction workers got tackle boxes.
And a bucket hat. Dude, I remember, so Erin has kind of like a small head. And so she asked if we had any kid-sized bucket hats. And I was like, nah, like we don't. And so she tried it on. She's like, I look like a fisherman. I was like, yeah, kind of. It was funny.
Okay, anyways, besides that, I don't know what's historical integrity of the fucking building of the airport, but I'm just saying somewhere in there, because I'm saying there's a lot of Indian reservations nearby, it makes sense.
Yes.
Instead of like most places, it says 6 feet apart, it says stand 2 Chinook salmon apart.
Or 1 eagle's wingspan.
Or it says mind your wingspan.
Yeah, mind your wingspan, that's what it was. Thank you. You always could complete my sentences. I love it.
Always there to ground you.
Yeah. Yes.
Airport joke
Who
there.
owns airports? Do you think a dude owns an airport, or like, does the government?
Well, everywhere has to have airports. It's a government-funded thing.
Really? Well, because
What the fuck else would it be?
Bill.
It's not militia run.
Well, Bill Gates did the Medford one. I know that.
I know that.
I know that.
I'm saying just because he did doesn't mean he owns it and gets money from it. He maybe
Well, then
does.
why would he put like a $500 million in building an airport?
I'm saying, but like
for just
when
shit.
People like in names is that you can profit to an extent. You don't just fucking.
Oh,
hey, by the way, today I'm pissed. Everyone's not flying. You can't just.
Well, no, I'm saying like, okay, I see built by Bill Gates on the airport. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna buy Microsoft Windows 10 now. No. I've never understood that about advertising. Like, say you have
but
like.
the thing is, that does happen.
Maybe it's like subconscious type thing. Because I remember being in like.
It's called something. I forgot what it's called, but it's like when you instantly see something. Most people, yeah, you're right, they don't. But there are those people that see like. But there have been times in my life I can recall where I've seen an
it's definitely food.
And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it does work.
Yeah, I will say like food definitely because it's like sponsored by Subway. Eat fresh, and it's like like I could
fire
use
the guy that tickled boys.
Yeah, Jared from Subway. just gonna keep that one.
Say his tenure as the Subway spokesperson ended somewhat dramatically.
We've actually lost a lot of spokespersons in the 2000s. We lost Papa John's, Papa J.
Well, that was not in 2020.
I meant, and I said in the 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost Papa J. Rest in peace, a real one. Still makes a mean pie. But
wouldn't that suck? You like, you created the company. Your name is in the name. Yeah. And you get kicked out of your own club.
Yeah. We're like, now we're gonna call it Papa Jonathan because Papa John's doesn't get.
Pie,
I never got that. Like, I remember we watched that. What was that Steve Jobs movie or something? And he just gets kicked off of Apple. It's like he started it.
Yeah, but once you
get that bread,
get
like
shit,
I feel that.
Same thing happened to Norman Osborn in the original Spider-Man, Oscorp.
The guy with the
original Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. What was he? I never understood.
I mean, this is a shot in the dark, but I think he was a goblin.
He dressed as a goblin. He wasn't actually a goblin. He's
called the Green Goblin. Do you see his ears? It's
because
goblin.
It was a helmet. He wasn't actually a goblin.
No shit. But that's just what he decided to go with. It's showmanship.
If you were gonna be a villain, what would be your costume?
Well, forgive me if I haven't thought of this much.
You think about a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, not what I'm going to become if I'm a villain.
Oh.
But if I was to become a villain, I don't know what I would be, but it would definitely resemble the Joker, probably, because Heath Ledger's like my favorite actor ever.
Yeah, I think like I would be one of those like because like a lot of villains in superhero movies are actually spitting a little bit of truth.
Like Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos had some serious wisdom.
He did. I saw this.
If life goes unchecked, life will cease to exist.
Yes.
It's facts, though. I'm saying it's a little bit of an extremist method, an extremist point of view, but it has some truth.
I saw this like meme, and it said it was like life after Thanos' snap, and it was like all this beauty and shit, and there was like life after Tony Stark's snap when he brought it back. It was like all in flames. I mean,
it has some truth to it. To an
extent. It does.
It's unorthodox, but it makes sense.
The Joker was good because here's the thing. One, I love the new Joker movie, but the Joaquin Phoenix was way too old to like.
No, he wasn't. It was just a different approach. It was a different angle.
It was good. It was a good movie.
It was really good.
I thought. I mean, with that movie, they could either nail it or fail it.
And they nailed it. It was good.
Yeah, that's what, I like the whole.
I like he goes and murks 3 dudes in the subway.
Fucking dances afterwards.
Yeah, just does some
in like a bathroom.
Exquisite ballet performance in a public bathroom has writing all on the walls and shit.
I didn't get the scene where he slept in the fridge. I didn't understand that. Do you remember that where he just like takes all the shit out of the fridge? He's like, I'm gonna sleep in here tonight. It's like you have a bed.
Maybe the power's out. Who knows? Maybe it was hot in there and he wanted to get cool.
Well, if the power's out, then it's not gonna be too cool.
Okay, maybe the power wasn't out. I'm just saying maybe it was hot.
Did you ever as a kid like go up to the fridge, just like open it and then just like kind of like try to get inside?
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, because it was like so cold, like you were outside running. Because back then we used to play outside.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But there's never enough room in there. That shit was stocked all the time.
I think if we took out all the little grates, we could definitely fit in it.
You'd have to kind of fold up like a lawn chair a little bit to get in there. But
but it would definitely work.
Yeah, definitely to an extent, I would say. I was also going to bring up, this is not even related at all. This is just random where my mind is going. For those who saw the Bee Movie.
Ooh.
The Bee Movie.
Great movie.
Barry B. Benson.
Barry B. Benson.
I thought the funniest part of that movie was how they broke up over a fucking bee.
Are there any other bugs in your life? No, wait, what was it? No yogurt night? No.
My emotions are fried from this emotional roller coaster.
Are there any other bugs in your life?
He picks up the magazine. It's a lot of pages. It's a lot of ads. As he's about to cut. And then he uses the nail filer and surf around the toilet bowl. Surf's up, dude. And he starts surfing around the fucking...
Wasn't that Jerry Seinfeld? Yeah. I actually... Did you ever watch Seinfeld?
Like twice.
I remember my dad had it on. His stand-up always sucked, but like...
It's his voice for me. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
The way he pronunciates.
And I always love the...
Yeah.
You know, Yeah. I saw this video on Twitter. It was like...
Don't point. It's not polite.
I saw this video on Twitter that it said... It showed the audio guy behind that. He actually changed that little intro tune every time to match the speed of like... his lines or whatever, so the shit would like change every time.
Behind the scenes master.
Shit, it was good. I mean, it was.
I never really watched it. I mean, I'm saying I've watched it, but it. Yeah.
What like if you had to only watch one show for the rest of your life, what do you think it would be? Like what? Actually, let's say it like this: what is your all-time favorite show?
I pick one, but in no particular order. The Office, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, really?
Breaking Bad is up there.
It was good. I feel like they drug it out for a little bit, but
it was so good.
Yeah.
Rewatch them; they're so good. Breaking Bad's up there for sure.
This is my private domicile, and I will not be harassed, bitch.
So fucking
so good. Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy, I really liked.
You've said none of the shows that we watch like every night.
Well, okay, American Dad, Rick and Morty, Family Guy.
Family Guy got a little too political.
I mean, a little bit, but
dude, it was like the last 2 seasons was every episode. It was like freaking, and I don't even pick a side politically. It was just like, just all these agendas and shit. I'm just not down for it.
Those are but those are probably my favorite shows.
Yeah, I would say so. I liked Rick and Morty when it was the first time I saw it because it was like I remember one of the first episodes I ever saw was at our old apartment, and you were playing season 3 with Army, you know his arm, Armathy. That's what he called it. Armathy or whatever. Yeah, and so he was like beating the shit, dude. It was like so funny, dude.
Yeah, Rick and Morty's amazing.
God, it's good.
Really funny.
Ahead of its time, really.
Yes,
it was good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For those Rick and Morty fans out there, here's something for you. So we've seen Rick and Morty. We've seen all the Rick and Mortys like 100 times, but obviously not enough to do this. So I forgot which episode it is, but if you're a Rick and Morty fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're watching interdimensional TV in this part where the guy who does the ad for the fakedoors.com read something hilarious and like an Easter egg about Rick and Morty. So on that ad in the episode, I forgot what it is. If you're a fan, you know what I'm talking about. And go to fakedoors.com and you go to the site and it's not really a site. But then I saw an article that said the creators of Rick and Morty bought that site just so if people went on it, it was like the Fake Doors advertisement. It didn't open. I told you that. And you
I
probably
do
didn't
remember that. No, I do remember. I do remember that.
And it's actually fucking crazy that they went that far just for an Easter egg. So props to them.
That is cool. They've done a lot of cool shit. Like when they did I remember when they did the train episode.
Yeah.
And they were like, go to the whatever website.com. I went there and then it just redirected to rickandmorty.com. I was like, huh, you guys paid $9.99 a year for a domain name. That's pretty cool.
They're rich now.
Which is a great plug-in to atltstore.com is now officially out. Check it out.
Wait, is it ATLT
Store.com.
ATLTstore.com.
Yep. You can take it. You can definitely check it out.
Yeah, and I'm wearing the 3/4 sleeve. For those watch 3/4 sleeve.
Yes.
We have a bunch of new shit now.
Yes. So I did hear something from a coworker that I wanted to bring up. Do you know what a grapefruit blowjob is?
A grapefruit blowjob.
Yes. Now I've never had one.
Okay, wait. Let me take a guess.
Okay. Yes. Tell me what you think it is.
Okay, just from the name, I'm gonna say you put your wiener in a grapefruit, and yeah.
And it feels like a blowjob. That's what you're saying.
Kind of like a pocket pussy type thing, maybe. I don't know.
You're halfway there.
Okay.
You are 50% there. I'll give you a C plus on this.
Just
a tip.
No pun intended.
Yes. So no, a grapefruit blowjob apparently, and you know what's crazy is I remember my coworker said something about it, and I remember someone telling me about this when I was like 13. His name will remain nameless. But I'm like, how do you know about this? Like, and he was acting like he got it. He didn't. But like, how do you find a girl that freaky in fucking like early high school? Like, I don't know. I mean, there are some out there.
You'd be surprised.
I was very surprised how many people were more sexually extravagant than I was.
Or flamboyant.
Flamboyant, good
That's
word.
a good
Yes.
word.
So the freaking grapefruit BJ is you basically, so you know how you like chop up an onion, you take off the sides first?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that to it, and then you hollow out the core,
Oh no.
and that goes on the penis, right? Okay, and then the girl gives you a blowjob on top. Now apparently it's supposed to feel like you're in a pussy and you're getting a BJ.
Where do people come up with this shit?
I don't know. But I did find out what a penis pump was the other day. Apparently, it's...
A penis pump.
Yeah. So I have this...
It's like a breast pump for your penis.
Yeah. Apparently
And
you
it
like...
extracts milk
No,
and
it like...
shit.
it goes on the top of it, and then you go... And it sucks like all the blood up to the freaking penis.
What?
Yeah. So then you can like... Apparently like get bigger, I guess. I don't know. I have a coworker who are named Nameless, but he introduces me to a lot of this shit. I do not own a penis pump. by the way, I was gonna say, but like no, he's super cool, but like sometimes
I'm sure he's super cool.
no, but like sometimes it's like the most. It's the most random shit. It's like, you know,
He's super cool guy,
Yeah,
you know,
but
down
no,
to earth dude.
we're just
Owns
like-
a few penis pumps.
we're just like talking about like whatever. And then he's like, I was like, hey man, how was your weekend? Well, you know, my penis pump went out. And, you know, I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, dude, it's
like
7 a.m.
It's like,
Like,
it's like one of those flashlights you have to wind up
yeah.
to get the battery going.
Yeah. I do remember one time he was like, dude, it was like 7:50 right before work starts. We're all around it's just me and him. We're trying to get some coffee. I was like, hey man, like how was your weekend? He's like, well, I found out my wife was allergic to silicone, so we switched to glass dildos. And I was like,
Glass. First of all, okay.
what if it shatters?
Listen, I was about to say it too, but hey, okay, million questions off the rip. Who the fuck opens with that?
Yeah.
That's your opening statement to a coworker?
Yeah. I mean, we are close, but
Obviously.
I mean, not that close.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
you are close. You better watch your back on that one.
Yeah.
Glass.
Yeah. I didn't know they had that.
No, I know that. I'm sure they're in existence, but I didn't know they were. Glass
Okay,
ones were
so
actually used.
you've obviously been into a sex shop before, right?
Yeah, I've walked into a section.
You and me have been there together to get
Whippets.
whippets. If anyone's ever done whippets, they're fucking hilarious. Dude, we have not done that in like 6 years.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. We only did it a handful of times.
Yeah, we only killed half our brain cells, so let's not kill the rest.
Yeah.
It is funny how like companies can get away with like. Do you remember we went into the Castle store in Medford and we're like, hey, we're here for some whippets, and she's like, you're here for what? We're like,
Yeah.
whippets. You're here for what?
Yeah,
and we're
exactly. They towed the line a little bit.
Like, yeah, and also, do you remember going to like smoke shops and it was like, hey, I just want a bong. Or they're like, excuse me,
Like
I
a
was
tobacco pipe.
a tobacco water pipe.
Yeah,
And like,
exactly.
It's like, and then of course there's some like cracked out person behind the counter.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, we're really scared of people coming in, like the FBI, you know, like pretending to be kids.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
and then on the other side of the spectrum, there's the other crackhead. Oh, it's got a honeycomb perk. I'm pretty sure there's a fritted disc in there.
I just remember people being like, it's like, yeah, so the CIA actually comes down to Medford, Oregon, and they pretend to be kids, and they,
Agent Cody Banks. Wait, did you ever see that movie, Agent Cody Banks?
No.
It was like the dude from Malcolm in the Middle. The main guy from Malcolm in the Middle. He plays this. You've never seen Agent Cody Banks when you were younger. And the CIA hires this kid as like a secret agent. She goes on these missions. I'm like, let's also a thing. It's not the first time in a series or a movie that the CIA they've used kids.
Yeah.
Like, but let's be honest. If you're a multi-billion-dollar federal agency, why the fuck would you employ 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds? Why?
They're
Why?
like, this kid's got talent. We're taking this kid. No, it's like you couldn't find
This kid's got talent. And Mark, I'm not doing the paperwork.
No, I'm saying like they could find so many like older people who just look young. I did find it funny in like 21 Jump Street when they go to like high school and it's like Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum looks 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a senior, all right. Or like in all, especially older movies.
Yeah.
They're like high schoolers. I'm like, this dude literally is 4 years from retiring. I'm like, this guy, like it's some, especially the older ones. I'm saying even in newish ones, I'm saying, like these people do not look like high schoolers at all.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are you guys smoking? Like, and Remember the Titans? They're all ripped to shreds, like 32. They're 6'5". Like what I'm saying, most of them, like these dudes are 26 at least.
Yeah, I remember.
At least,
dude.
Even though, hey, Remember the Titans, one of the best sports movies ever.
Great. Like Aaron likes the show Euphoria, and so I watched it. I watched it with her, and so like. By the way, that is not what high school is. So this dude took his shirt off. He's got the cum gutters and everything, the full on fucking 12-pack, and it's like.
I mean, there are.
Yes,
but it's not like that.
I'm saying he's just a little too old and mature. And then they go to this party, and it's like. By the way, no high schooler can afford this type of fucking shit. It's like, hey, so the acid's over here, the ecstasy's here, and the weed's here.
Yeah.
It's like
hometown buffet of drugs.
Yeah, and then they got like lasers.
You pops, you should see these girls. It's like fucking lasers.
You know what? I don't mind the bush.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, we're gonna hop on that here in a second. But it's like they go to these parties and it's like their parents' house, but then they have an entire setup of fucking like a dance floor, lasers, a DJ, and it's like, who's paying for this?
I know. The parents maybe left you $20 for pizza. Maybe. What DJ's like, yeah, $20, I'll come to your house and fucking perform. 20 beans.
The other thing, so like the whole bush thing. Have you ever been with a woman with a bush?
For some reason, I thought you were talking about George Bush. The whole Bush 9/11 thing. What do you think about that?
Bush did 9/11, 100%.
The whole Bush 9/11 thing. What do you think about that? I think it depends.
I mean, like, and I'm not saying like a little bit of scruff. Is that what you call it down there?
I don't know.
I'm saying like an actual like.
Listen.
I'm saying she's letting it grow out. Like
it's
a
bush. When I say it depends, I'm saying it depends on as follows. If this is a girl that I'm dating, it's a long term. Like this is my girlfriend. This is someone. I'm saying, but like then it's whatever. I mean, if I had a preference, I would say no.
I'm saying, have you ever like?
I wouldn't be like, oh, what the fuck. But
no, I wouldn't either.
That's yeah.
What I'm saying is like, have you ever like, you're hooking up with someone and then it's just like, whoa.
Went down there and Shrek pops out. There's a swamp down there.
Yeah, there's a bush. Has that ever happened?
Not like.
No, me either.
I wouldn't say one that was like, holy fuck.
Because
grass doesn't grow in a busy street. Remember that.
It's good. That's good.
Thank you.
I will say like most of the people that I'm with, pretty much 3/4 of my life at work are all 40 and above, and it's guy talk.
They were in the 80s when people
exactly
people's bushes are hanging out like all the time.
Yeah, and so like they'll start talking like dirty jokes and dirty stories or something, and it's like that was like a common thing, and I was like, no, like I'm like even I'm smooth, like and like that's hard for like the older generation to grasp.
Well, on the same token, also when you get a certain age, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I think I do like a handlebar mustache or something. Or like, I remember there was a person.
But I'm saying there's a difference between like just some, then it looks like you're giving a dude with an afro. He's giving you a piggyback ride. There's a difference between the two. Yeah. But I'm saying back in the 80s and shit, like that was just the thing. I was just like normal.
Yeah, I do remember there was a person.
That's why the people say like, oh, their bush is hanging out like it's the 80s, because in the 80s, that's why that's a saying, because,
So there was a guy, when I was a sophomore, he was a senior. He will remain nameless. I remember he did this thing called pube art. And
I don't want to even hear any more about this. Pube art. You got to be fucking kidding me. I feel like I know who this is. I'm not going to name it. I probably do. Because I know of a couple kids. It just fits the description.
Oh, yeah. So, we were all on the football team.
You start with a P?
No.
His name?
No.
Okay, well, we'll have a couple
of P? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh, you know. If I said the name, you would know. But I'm not going to name drop.
Oh, yeah. So, we... okay, I know. So in football, you're a team. and you shower together.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everyone has seen each other's, shit, right?
Yeah, seen the peen.
And for some reason, the upperclassmen were always just like way more comfortable than the underclassmen.
That's how it works.
So they're just like,
That's how it works.
He has a tendency to swing his dick around. So, and I remember he did like a Nike swoosh with pubes. And it actually wasn't bad.
Listen, I would say this.
I'm not saying I took a good long look at it.
First impression, I would say, oh, that's just preposterous. You gotta applaud the showmanship.
Yes. Yes.
He's
He's going places.
He's the Picasso of Pubes.
Yes. No, it was like
that's the title of
the Picasso of Pubes. Yes.
That's the title of the podcast.
The Picasso of Pubes.
Picasso of Pubes.
Yeah.
I'm 11 for 11 on title names, by the way. I'm 11 for fucking 11.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. I always go to no. I'm editing the episode and like. Or you and me edit the episode, and then like once we're done, everything's uploading. It takes like an hour, and then I always text Z, what's we call this episode? 2 seconds. I see him typing. Bam, done.
Yeah,
that's when every episode.
That's the first time I've named it on air. Usually I wait, but that's it. The Picasso of Pubes.
Picasso of Pubes. That's good. Yeah, no. So he did a Nike swoosh, and just do it.
Well, makes.
I'm not gonna say I did like a look at it, like fucking, but you took a little.
Yeah, of course you
do a little glance.
It's like it's in your vision. You're just like, oh,
yeah, you're like, oh,
yeah, go,
oh. I do remember another person.
Oh, you're not circumcised? Whoop.
Yeah, there was one person. And it was actually fucked up because we made fun of him for it.
I know, because I'm saying anyone who is outed as that is just.
But here's the thing. I feel like that was being circumcised was like. Everyone was like our age, but I feel like nowadays, if you're born like, because what I heard is that insurance doesn't cover it anymore.
Yeah, it's a little more.
So it's like
complex
like 2 G's or something.
So you find yourself a lot more people who aren't. So
yeah.
pray for those kids when they go to
If you have a son, do you think he's?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna circumcise my son's penis.
Yeah. I wonder why my parents chose to have me circumcised.
Well, thank God they did, or else it would look like a fucking earthworm in a sleeping bag.
I don't know if my mom or why my mom circumcised me. I'm gonna guess that it's because like
most people do. It's the same.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a religious thing because I think in Christianity. By the way, I believe in the Bible they had to do it like after the fact.
Okay, listen. How the fuck did they do it back then? Without fucking your shit up.
I believe they had like a tiny little guillotine, and you put your penis in it.
It's like a mini guillotine.
Yeah, a guillotine. Yeah. No, that's from Robin Hood Men in Tights. The same guy who made Spaceballs.
I didn't see it.
Men in Tights.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Dude, that is one of my favorite movies. It is so fucking funny.
Out of all the movies, that's your favorite movie?
I fucking think it's the funniest shit in the world. Me and Austin watched it one night, to be honest. And so the guy who made Spaceballs.
You guys kiss or what?
I tried, but he I
get that.
He did the whole I'm asleep thing. But no, I'm kidding. But the guy who made Spaceballs?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so he did a Robin Hood spoof, and it was fucking hilarious.
Spoof.
It's
parody, isn't it?
Or spoof.
It's a spoof.
It's a spoof.
It's a spoof.
She just spoofed on me.
Hey, do you smell that spoof?
It's a good spoof right there. No, but so there was like Mel Brooks, the guy who directed those films. He's always in the fucking films, and so he came in as a Jew with the dreidels, and he was giving out circumcisions, and so he pulled out this little tiny guillotine, and you can put your wiener in it.
Kind of like those paper cutters.
Yeah, and so I think the guy came up. He's like, "What do you have today?" He's like, "Just a little off the top." Oh shit! Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So what was the name of the episode? What was it?
Picasso of Pubes.
Picasso of Pubes. That is good.
That is good. It has a nice ring to it.
Because it's P and P.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things.
Exactly. It's just like if it's from you get excited, you just stick with it. You know? It ain't nothing to it.
So have you ever?
So have you
ever? Never.
Lord
Vader, what is your bidding, my master? So like, are you a? Actually, I've never asked this of you, and it's great to do on the podcast. So,
wait.
Are you a trimmer or do you shave? Like, are you smooth, or do you just like trim? Because I would
say it's a variation of the two.
I always shave.
I would say I do, but I would say on the occasion, depending, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, don't want to shave this whole thing right now. So just quick trim.
Yeah, I would say like I've tried the trimmer, but you know the conspiracy theory where like the more you shave, the thicker it grows, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if it's true
but
either.
My pubes are the first thing I've ever shaved.
Well, yeah, naturally.
And I feel like they're very thick. Like the fucking so like if I go to a trimmer with it, like I'm afraid it's gonna get jammed.
Okay. Listen, it's like mowing a lawn. You can't just wait that long and then you look outside. You're like, oh fuck! Look how many bags it's gonna take before I'm done with this.
Dude, remember that one time I was out there and we let the lawn sit for like 6 weeks.
I swear to God, if I went in prone and crawled through the grass, you would just see blades of grass moving.
Yeah, dude, no, but here's the thing. And so
that shit grew so fast though.
I told Z, I was like, dude, it's fucking 2 feet tall. And you were like, no, it's not. You're such an idiot. So I go into the garage, grab a tape measure, go to it, and it was like 2.
It was not 2 feet.
I have the picture. I sent it to you.
Look. Let me finish.
I sent you the picture of it.
You take a tape measure and you shove it in and it kind of crunches the tape. It doesn't mean it's 2 feet. It would be like you'd have to be able to see the bottom, so it's dangling and barely touching.
All I did was
measure.
touch the ground.
Listen.
You think I don't know how to measure things?
Every blade of grass, though,
is different.
Not the exact same. So
yes.
One blade of grass could be here, and you're like, oh, it's 2 feet!
Well, yeah, I went to the tallest part.
Exactly.
To prove my point.
Exactly. I knew you would because you refused to be wrong, and that's your fault.
It was fucking long, though.
God, 2 feet.
2 feet deep.
Yes. I buried bodies in the dirt, bitch. Yeah, 6 foot deep.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, 6 foot deep.
Oh my God, fuck. Dude, I remember when I got there's another voice crack. I remember I got laid off for a month and shout out COVID. No, dude, it's like a fucking, people say that, shout out COVID. It's like a fucking rap video. Shout out COVID. Yeah, shout out my boy COVID.
I'm gonna put my bio coronavirus survivor.
I'm gonna be Lil COVID. Lil Rona.
That was stupid, but
that was dumb.
Finish your point.
And I will be cutting that out. Anyways.
You will
not. So I remember like mowing the lawn as a kid. By the way, I'm gonna say one thing. My dad made me use this push mower with like a broken wheel, so you'd have to like balance it the entire time.
On purpose.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Character building exercise.
Yeah, it was like an acre and a half of fucking lawn. It took me like all Saturday to do it.
I think we went to your house. It was a long time ago. And
I know.
we got really fucked up the day before, and then the next day, your parents were coming home in like an hour and a half or something. And you're like, dude, I gotta fucking mow the lawn and do the chores. And so like I was still laying down. You're like, you got here, clean this like the bedding and like, clean the stuff on the couch and shit. I gotta go mow the lawn. And I clean everything up in the house. I walk out to the deck. Okay, listen. I'm sure you guys have seen like your neighbors or something mowing the lawn maybe kind of quickly. Have you ever seen someone at a full sprint with the lawnmower? I swear to God, I literally almost peed my pants. He's in flip-flops, Jordan shorts, and no shirt on, and you are sprinting with like you're about to pass the lawnmower. That's how fast he's there at a full sprint. You're running so fast, I'm sure all of it didn't even get cut. But it was the funniest shit ever.
Dude, I remember what happened. So that happened twice.
But I remember one specifically.
Yeah, so one time you were there, and you and I were doing some provocative things at the night before.
Yeah, debaucherous.
Yes, debaucherous. That's a good word. Because my parents were gone.
We were up very late.
Yes. And so, but because my mom always left like a list of chores, and I didn't do any of them.
Exactly.
Because we were partying the whole time.
Yeah.
And so you were there at that time. So the second time it happened, I remember my parents were somewhere for the weekend, and you and I had like, remember Will Boyd was there? Fucking.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You remember that night. That's all I'm going to say. That night.
I remember.
And then you texted someone. Okay, this is actually a funny ass story. You texted someone. I don't remember what fucking girl it was, but she rolls up in like a Chevy.
I already know.
She rolls up in a Chevy Tahoe with like 6 other people that I have no idea who it is. And as they pull down that long driveway, my sister and her new boyfriend Nate, now my brother-in-law, roll in. And
maybe I don't remember this.
Yeah, so we're all in there in the fucking living room, and so my sister's coming home,
And there's just a bunch of people.
And
in
so
your house.
Nate, and so this, so like my sister pulls in behind this like Tahoe with like 6 people in it. They get out, and I'm like stumbling on the deck.
Hey.
And so then Lauren's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Hey guys,
Welcome
like,
to the party."
and like I've only met Nate like twice or something. And so then Lauren's like, "We're gonna go." I was like, "Okay." So they fucking leave.
They just wanted to wash their hands of it. Like,
Yeah.
we want no part
Yeah.
of this.
And so fucking the whole night happens. I remember Jake Brown was there, I believe.
Yeah, Jake Brown was
Yeah, he
there,
was there.
yeah.
Tanner was there. Terry was there.
Yeah.
And some other people who remain
Shout out
nameless.
them.
Shout out Tanner,
Shout out,
Terry, and
shout out
Jake.
to the boys.
Yeah. Will Boyd, where the fuck did he come
I
from?
don't know, but he showed up.
Yeah. So after that whole night happened, I remember my parents were getting, like, they were going to be home like around 3-ish.
The real question is, did your sister snitch on you?
Shout out to my sis. She never snitched on me once. Yeah,
stood
she was
10
actually.
toes.
Yeah, she did stand 10 toes. She was a real one. She did never snitch on me. So like, I remember they were gonna get home like around 3-ish, and my lunch was at 1 because I worked at Safeway. So I remember I get my lunch. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going 90 miles an hour home because I still got to mow the lawn again. And so I'm in my Safeway apron, my white collared shirt, and my slacks, and I'm sprinting through. And our neighbor, because he rented out our field, so he's driving. He's like this 60-year-old man. His name's Hefner.
He's like, how is this dude mowing his lawn fast with a push more than I am with a riding
No,
lawnmower?
but he's a fucking G. This dude by the way, this dude was the G of all
Saw
Gs.
that you were in struggling.
Well, no, because like
point.
I remember my like I know my dad listens to this, and that's fine because I'm a grown adult now. So I remember my parents, because this guy was in our field all the time, and so my dad would be like, "Hey, if you see like Jack had people over, like text me, let me know." Right? He never snitched once. You know what's funny is Dupe, the guy we just talked about. He lived in the same house, and that neighbor did the same thing for him. That's how old this guy is.
Yeah.
So I remember I'm out there and I had to mow in front of the barn area, and he saw me just sprinting. So he goes by in his quad, looks at me, and I just wave, and I'm fucking just hauling ass. So he turns around, grabs his tractor with the big ass mower on the back, and mows it all in 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. So I look at him, he looks at me and just does the old farmer wave and just drives away.
What a
And I'm
G.
like, what a G. So then I get to finish the front and the back because I only got like an hour lunch. I'm covered in grass shavings everywhere. I get in the old Cavalier, fucking haul ass back to Safeway and fucking stock shelves and just covered in grass,
Wow,
dude.
what a fucking story.
And the best part about that story is my parents come home and my dad, so I believe you helped me clean that morning. They didn't find a thing except for 3 bottle caps and 3 chairs pulled out on the deck. So my dad said, "I know you had someone over." One person. And it was
so you're like, oh, let's fucking go.
And so I was like, yeah. Oh, no, actually, I lied about it first. And then he was like, no. He asked if I had anyone over. I said, no. And they said, there's 3 chairs pulled out. There's 3 bottle caps right here. I know you had someone over. And I was like, fine, I had Jake over. So I got grounded for 2 weeks for that. Not even knowing all the other shit that went down.
yeah.
It was like, oh my God, dude. It was great.
What a fucking
But
story.
yeah, shout out Hefner. I don't even know if that dude's still alive. I hope so. But dude, the dude's old as shit.
Hef, man.
Yeah, fucking Hef,
This
man.
one's for you, Hefner.
This one's for you, bro.
Well, anyways, but I think that's gonna do it. I think that's about time.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, hey, you can check us out at Around the Lunch Table on Instagram. You can check out all of our podcasts.
And both
Around
our
the
handles
Lunch
are on
Table.
there, so we don't have to announce it each time.
Oh, we're going to do it, though. AroundTheLunchTable.com. You can find us there. You can find Isaiah at Isaiah. Where can they find you?
It is at Isaiah_Lesney
And you can
on
find
Instagram.
You can find me at Jack_Spence.
And both of our handles are on Around the Lunch Table Instagram page.
And yeah, subscribe, check it out, tell your families, your friends, your pastors, your delinquents, and you know what? For the next episode, we'll be waiting.
We will be waiting. And thank you again for tuning in. Thank you everyone for bought merch. We're almost to 1,000. We're on the road to 1,000 downloads. We're so close. Thank you for everyone who's done so.
And we've sold quite a bit of merch, so please post a picture and tag us because we don't know who you are and we just want to give you love. Oh my God.
Exactly. Want to give you a shout out. So, anyways, you heard it here first. This was Around the Lunch Table.
And that's
see
a
ya.
wrap.
That's not what I was going to say, but see ya.
See ya. Bye.
rowdy up in here.